Hello and welcome. I think I'm sitting in possibly the wrong place. Hello, Linda. Back again, lady, no frogs. They're in bed. Right, so it is the 2nd of September. I know because I have my diary out and I'm determined to sort my life out. So I am going to be doing a number of videos. Let's just say a number. Let's not say I'm going to do it every day because that's not going to happen. I need to be realistic. I need to do September sort out, and September sort out will be like life sort out because I feel like I'm failing at life. Everything just feels really frazzled. I know that I'm really frazzled because I've just gone to deal with the first thing that I've written on my list, and it's made me burst into tears. And I think it's just because I haven't read it properly, and I need to this issue that's camping out in my head now needs to go because there's nothing that I can do. It's completely out of my control. There's just things. So yeah, I need to do a September sort out. This should have been a spring sort out, a spring and summer sort out. Let's call it seasonal sort out. But I need to sort stuff out. It's a matter of cleaning, sorting things out with my eBay, and just getting all the things done which end up going on the back burner and just don't get done. Tax return. I mean, let's not put that on there. I tax return. My God, is this the start of dementia or something? I wrote the word return down then, and I was convinced that I'd spelled it wrong. Oh my God. Right. So yeah, I need to specifically start making lists each day and make realistic lists and do them. So obviously I was ill last week, the bank holiday weekend. This weekend I've just worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I haven't really achieved anything other than, there is a jigsaw here which I've done. You know, there will be some leisure activities because I need to sort my Lego out, and I need to do some of these jigsaws because I've got a big pile of jigsaws in there, and that's like a leisure activity. And if I make sure that I'll keep doing some of these jigsaws, at least I actually they'll just leave my area. I'll just get rid of them. Anyway, it's just I have got so many things to sort out. So eBay, the first thing. Last week I did overtime last week. There's no point in looking at that because that's now on September. I know that I worked 5 days last week. No, I didn't. No, I had 3 days off in the week. So there's no excuse for the fact that I didn't have many successful days last week. But I did do some Lego listing last week and Lego sorting. But for some reason I haven't listed anything last week. The only thing that I have done, so I was going to go and look on my calendar over there, but I don't need to do that because I can see that the last time, so the thing that I started doing was having a post-it note of all the oldest listings which need refreshing. So go through the box, make sure that everything's there, make sure that nothing's dropped off. The reason that I've started doing this so that they get captured within 3 months is because there's that rumour that after 90 days they get rubbish. That's what the general consensus at these eBay opens that's been said. I don't know. I couldn't get to go to the eBay open that I wanted to because lots of randomers from out of town came, even though I can see the venue from my window. So I started doing that because my theory is that if I catch them within 3 months, if something's dropped off or if it's sold to somebody who's then not paid and then it's not been relisted, I'll still have the old listing which I can grab and relist. So I know that from the 26th, I've had Sell Similars going live until about Saturday. I know that nothing went live yesterday, which brings us on to a brand new week. I really need to like get rid of that because I've got like login information on there for something. God, where were we? Right, so I've got a thing here. So I need to be doing this week Sell Similars. I have got books and games and CDs. Then it's women's tops. There shouldn't be much of this. Where are we? I can't believe how many times I've written this thing that's irritated the hell out of me today down, and I wish that I hadn't put it on. I'm going to put my post-its over the thing there. So those are the things I'm going to be doing. So the categories that I've got to do Sell Similar for this week are CDs, ties, hats, mugs, books, games, jigsaws, very random things. I also have a pile of stuff here. Most of that is not to resell. Most of that is books for me. So my list of things that I need to do today. The first major thing on my list was to sort out my Help to Save thing. The reason I've wept this morning is because it's to do with the government, and I shouldn't weep when I go on. I shouldn't weep when I go on a gov.uk website because, let's face it, they've been put together by morons. We now have a change of government. I've never been so annoyed with a Labour government than I am with this, and they haven't even announced half the stupid things that they're going to do. It's just... So I'm already irritated today because, you know, because immigration is completely uncontrolled. I have had another sleepless night. It makes me laugh because somebody said, when I said I was ill, somebody commented on here saying, "Oh, you get some sleep round here because your neighbours seem quiet." They're not quiet. They're annoying. And you just, I can't. It was 3 a.m. when I looked out of the window. I had to close the window, but that didn't stop the noise. It just made the room really hot. It didn't stop the noise because this is a Bellway home, and anybody who lives in a Bellway home will know. So I've had a sleepless night because of that anyway. And then I went on this Help to Save. So Help to Save, they let me go on to Universal Credit briefly during the pandemic, and then they swiftly dumped me off it. I think I was on it for 6 weeks. And then I realised that if you've just been claiming Universal Credit, you can open up a Help to Save account, which I did. I've had one payment, so this is why I'm just thinking, God, why am I having tears? Because I've just logged onto my account and it basically says, so you pay in £50 a month, which is what I've done for 4 years, and then they're supposed to pay you 50% of your balance, which should be 500 quid, because I've already had 500 quid from them 2 years ago. So it should be £1,000. My balance is £2,000, so they should be paying me £1,000. I've gone on there and it says your final balance, your final bonus payment is 0. And I'm hoping that that's just because the website is garbage, because it should be £1,000. I thought that I could pay in another lump of money today, but apparently I couldn't. So I think that's it. I think I was kicked out of, it was in June when I was kicked out of Universal Credit, and then I opened my account in July, And then my first payment that I made, I think, would have been like August. So it said that or maybe my first payment was July, I don't know. Anyway, they've said I can't pay any more in. I thought that I could send another payment in this morning, but apparently not. So maybe that's just because it takes them literally like 2 to 3 weeks for the cogs to roll in their head, for somebody to actually work out what 50% of my balance is. That's right, isn't it? That should be £1,000. So I should be having a healthy amount of money in my bank account this month. This is what I've been banking on. And then when I was sort of looking at it, and it just made me cry, because I was just like, what is going on here? But I think I'm just, this is the benefit, isn't it, of being female, is that sometimes things just get on top of us and we cry, and men, you know, go to football matches and kick the living crap out of each other. Or like my husband, if he's had a bad day, he'll drink and then get a bit tetchy. But yeah, people have different coping mechanisms, and that's my stupid coping mechanism. But the upshot of it is that I've checked that account, so technically I can tick that off my list. Although it just, until I get that money in my account, there's just something about it. It says they're going to sort it on the 15th, on the 14th. Oh, I've already written it in here. I've already written it on here when my bonus is supposed to be paid. I just don't like the look of this. I just feel that I'm going to be messed around. It just says, it says that they will pay 50% of your highest balance. So my highest balance was 2,100. So 50% of that as a bonus payment should be £1,000. However, looking at what I've written on here on my diary, which is what I checked last month, it says that I was only going to get 550. So that suggests to me that the government, they just get their figures wrong all the time, because 50% of £2,000 is £1,000. Do they just count the fact that I've already had one? It's really weird, because this is a weird diary. It says, watch your fucking back. It says, watch your fucking back. And it's Friday the 13th as well, when I should get this payout. Oh my God. Right, so that's camping out in my head, and I'd like to get rid of that. Other things that are camping out in my head, I haven't done my tax return, so I need to do that. This is what I mean about September sort out. It is going to be everything. So, rest of things on my list. So I am hoping to tick some of these things off today. I'm not in work today. I'm in work, oh God, I'm in work 5 days this week. So I worked yesterday. Our working week starts from Sunday. I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. So I don't have that much time, but I do have the mornings. So I'd start work at like 2:30. So I realistically have between 9 o'clock or earlier if I get up. You know, and it has been known for me to, like, one day last week I did get up and I did the cleaning at 7 in the morning, and I was in work at 10 because I was doing overtime. I was in work at 11. Yeah, 11, because I did a full day's shift. And I did all the cleaning and the rest of it, so I can be focused, but realistically I have 4 to 5 hours in the mornings on the days that I work. So it's not impossible for me to tick these things off my list if I just do like realistic things. Like one of the things that I've put on here is tidy coffee table. Although that is a really good, easy job for me to do one morning before work, I would like to do that today, because it's one of the things that's visually annoying me. It's so annoying. So that is going to be one of the other things to do. Also, this bookcase, which is actually very, very organised. I did a cleaning video of this. I cleaned and organised this, God, probably back in June. Yeah, because it was the day that Oxfam opened. The day before Oxfam opened, because I tidied through it because I wanted to know what Terry Pratchett books I needed, and I did it then. And so I've done all the cleaning of that, and it's now got dust on it. I need to just film the end of that video and edit that video. So edit that video is down on this list. I need to order prescriptions for me and my husband, because I just need to poke him, and mine should be just on my app, but I think he's run out. So that I don't know, I may go and ask Boots today, because I don't think he'll order that. Now the reason that I'm saying I'm going to have to go to Boots, annoyingly, so I'm 5 days this week in work, but I've got a parcel which is in the Argos next to my workplace. I went and collected a parcel last week on Friday, and it turns out that there's actually another parcel on there, and it was only because I was looking through my eBay purchases, and I was like, I haven't had that job lot of Lego, because I'd ordered like 3 job lots of Lego. I was like looking at one, and I was like, that's got instructions manuals on it, I've never had that. And then it was been delivered by Every, and it says it's been delivered. It's got a stupid thing, it's gone to the click and collect thing. I haven't got the email barcode, so that's going to be a waste of time today, because I'll have to go over there and get that, because I don't want to leave that. Otherwise they just return it to sender, and then I'll never see it again. So I need to go and do that. And whatever is in that may actually help with the fact that I need to order Lego parts for, so there's various sets which I've got which need Lego parts ordering. I need to wrap my head around Bricklink and do that. Also, while I'm collecting this parcel, I need to buy toilet roll, because for some reason, even though it was on the shopping list and it's like a crucial thing because we've got half a roll of toilet roll left, that didn't get purchased. So I also, on top of doing the cell similars, I've got Lego sets which are photographed, ready to list over there, so that needs doing. Yeah, and then if I can get to it, I'm going to sort out my clothing stock, including repairs, and work out what I'm doing. So those are the sort of things which I'm floating around with to do today. I've put another thing on here regarding cleaning, because I need to patch test something, but thing which I thought was carpet cleaner I've just looked at, and it ain't carpet cleaner, it's fabric cleaner. So yeah, I mean, I'll talk about the cleaning that I want to do in another video. So one of the reasons I need to jumpstart eBay is because it's gone garbage again. So last week was phenomenal. No, phenomenal is a very overused word. It wasn't phenomenal. But I've had a no sales day yesterday on Sunday, which is ridiculous. I just haven't done enough. Oh, I just give up with eBay. I don't give up with eBay, it's just annoying. So I've sold this. This is an auction. This is spare parts for something called the Clone Tank. It's Clone Turbo Tank. It's part of Star Wars. It's all just spares. I'm not going to get into doing that. I have got a Star Wars set in there which I need to order spares from. Why is the road so busy? There's football being played. I mean, I don't know if you can hear that either. So I put, in the process of doing the Lego sorting, which I did do last week, I have done various auction listings for just job lots of Lego, which I'm too modern for me to deal with. I only deal with 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s and 90s Lego. Anything 2000 onwards I'm not really interested in. Maybe sometimes Star Wars things, maybe sometimes Harry Potter stuff, but generally I won't do it because I'm not interested in doing it. This had sat around for ages and I was supposed to list this ages ago. I photographed it and put it on, and it must have had about 25 watches. Nobody had put any bids on. I'd had a few like stupid offers of the £20 starting bid. Somebody yesterday sent me an offer of £40, and that's the offer that I've took, because it spares an incomplete set. It's not even got the right amount of wheels on there. It does have a rare mini figure in it, which is worth about 20 quid. But looking at the prices that it's gone for, incomplete sets don't fetch any more than 50 quid. So I just thought, you know what? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Let's take it. And look at that. Perfect box for that. And then the only other thing I sold this on Friday, and this is so this is Bay trading. I have wondered for ages. So Bay trading. We all called this in the 90s. We called it Bay trading because that's what the shop was called. It was called Bay Trading Company. And the next generation always call this Bay. But we always called it. You know, it's the little things that make you feel old, isn't it? It's the little things. Yeah, so Bay Trading, which apparently is called Bay by the next generation. And I've got 20 quid for that coat. I had to wash that because it is suede and it was pretty grim. Right, so let's talk about yesterday I was having a conversation with my colleague because we'd had a prank call to the shop, and she was like, she was just telling me about this prank call, and I was like saying, oh yeah, prank calls were like a massive thing in the 80s and 90s because of the phone book. And she was like, the what book? So she was born like 1998, so she's not familiar with the phone book. So I was explaining to her what the phone book was, and she was like, so like the Yellow Page. And I said, well, a bit like the Yellow Pages, I suppose, but it was the phone book. Stuff like that, you know, I don't know. I suppose the thing for us is being born in the like 70s, 80s, progress wasn't like that advanced for us, really, was it? I bloody hate these big parcels because whenever I do the sticky tab thing, I always get it kerfuffled. It's never that nice. Right, anyway, I'm going to do my post. I don't want to have to jump in the car and drive over there, but I also want to collect this parcel. I don't want to forget about it, and I want to tick it off my list. I also want to see what parts I've got in this set. Not that I particularly want to start washing Lego. I don't know why I've ordered this. But I need to see, yeah, I realistically need to see what's in this parcel. Right, so I am going to stop this video here, and I'll be back with my parcel and show you what it is that I've ordered, because I can't even remember myself. Oh, it's going to be all bits as well, isn't it? Honestly, I thought I'd had everything. Obviously didn't. Right, so let's crack on and I'll see you shortly. Okay, right, I'm back. It is 20 past 12, which is probably quite quick, really, considering I've faffed about. Secured the loo roll. Yes, I know it's Andrex, but you know, I have to have everything on by appointment to the Queen. Because I'm a snooty little girl. I just remembered some. I actually didn't there was other stuff that I needed to buy, and I really wanted lime cordial, which I will only drink the one which is by appointment to the Queen, because the rest of it's got aspartame and saccharin in it. But I was like, oh, I'll just buy this one thing and it'll generate my coupon. My threshold spend is 90 quid, so it's never going to happen. I am never going to go into Sainsbury's and spend 90 quid. If we do spend the 100 mark, it's because we've got alcohol, and alcohol is of course excluded from these things. So because I've shopped a few times in there, my threshold spend previously has been like 40 or 60 pounds, or at a push 70. So the fact that they're now threshold spending me at 90 just means I'm going to end up stopping shopping at Sainsbury's. So well done. Got my parcel. I've done my post. Obviously I've dropped that off. I mean, it's absolutely slamming with rain. It was all right earlier because I was stood on the balcony, and they were playing football. But it is really gross out there, which just means that there's lots of dickheads on the road. I mean, I've nearly been sideswiped many a time, both times on the Mancunian way, because people just do not, you know, if you're changing lanes and you put your indicator on to move over, and then you just immediately move over without analysing what's going on, that's just ridiculous. But anyway, this parcel of Lego which I've got here, they didn't put the ECP number on it. So I showed him the everything, and he was able to find it because I'd screenshotted the delivery photo from Every. So I showed him that, and I said, I think it's that one, which I was right. It was the box. So he was able to find it, and obviously I've got a unique name. But yeah, all they've just put is my name and Argos in Sainsbury's in the address. So they didn't put any ECP number on there. They didn't even put the number which eBay generates. So I don't understand how people use this. I use Every. I buy Every labels through eBay, and mine always put the ECP numbers on. So I don't understand why people use the website. I know that you get cash back, but honestly, pull yourself together, please. So he had to look at my thing, look at the order number, type that in, which generated the barcode. So then I had to go on the app, go in the email, and then he could use the barcode thing, and then he could accept the thing. So it wasn't like a simple process. So if you're sending via Every, you know, or if you're buying your labels outside eBay, please make sure that you put all the information on, because the thing is, people like me, generally, if I get something ordered by Every, I have it sent to Argos so that it doesn't get lost. This isn't Every's fault. This is the sender's fault. But it's just so annoying. It is so annoying. Right, so nice box. It's always good to have a nice box, and that one I could actually collapse and put in my storage without it being quite so annoying. And they've bagged the Lego up. This is bound to have loads of hair in it and loads of gross stuff that I don't particularly want in my apartment. There we go. Okay, so that, I probably would have ignored this if I hadn't like thought, oh hang on, I haven't had a job lot of Lego, because I've had 2 job lots of Lego recently, and I was like, I haven't had one that's had instruction manuals. Where's that gone? Yeah, this is looking annoying already. I don't even want to touch it. I'll use the scissors. There's a, look at that. What is wrong with kids? Shouldn't they all be dead if they do that? Look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. So this is definitely going to be a wash situation. So using the scissors as tweezers, that's a rare part from a what? A space set. And then I've got this isn't entirely necessary because there's nothing wrong with these pieces. That's a police station, I believe. Or it might, no, because they're red. I thought it was something else. So that's for me to wash and look at. There's a lot of very bitten parts in here. I don't know why I've bought this actually, but it's all the right era. So that's early 80s. There's something. I'll have to look at the pictures again and try and work out why I've bought this, because there's a reason. It was £20. That's a good enough reason. Right, I can cross some stuff off my list. So, collect parcel, done. Purchase toilet roll, done. I didn't even want to go and have a discussion about prescriptions. So I've got loads on here, so I am going to call it a day with this video, and then I'm going to come back to you tomorrow, tell you what I have actually achieved today. So I need to list Lego bits, I need to do my self-similars, and which is a stock take of those 2 items. I need to order Lego parts. I should have put this in an order that I'm actually going to use. And then I'm going to tidy the coffee table, and I'm going to finish a video that I started recording 2 or 3 months ago. And I'm going to call it a day at that. So I'm going to come back to you tomorrow with an update video, because I honestly think the only way I'm going to be able to do a sort out my life September #September sort out is by making myself accountable and coming on here and just telling you what little things I've done. And I think it's just going to make my headspace a bit better. Oh look, another coupon. See, this is more like it. This one expired in June. I did a bit of a clean out of the car because there was like shopping lists and things like this. So this one expired 23rd of June this year, and it's £4.50 off a £30 spend. Those are the sort of coupons that I want, Sainsbury's. I don't want crazy crackers ones and stuff that I'm not going to do because I'm just not interested in your carry on. Right, so anyway, yeah, join me this month for September sort out. So I'm going to crack on, see what I can get. I'm trying to work out whether I like these jeans or not, but I don't think I do. These are the Marks and Spencer's Magic jean. I don't know what kind of magic it is because it's got a very sticky outy thing here, like I don't know, it's just annoying, and it feels like it should be up here, but the crotch feels like it's a dropped crotch, and they're just feeling really annoying. So I don't know what the magic is. I don't think they're making me look slimmer. I'm still spilling out of it. You know, if I had real impetus with September sort out, I would try and find a way of making myself do you know, a workout routine that becomes part of my everyday routine. But yeah. Yeah. If that was going to be part of my routine, it would have been part of my routine. It was part of my routine about 10 or 15 years ago, but not anymore. I haven't had a proper routine doing workouts since we lived over there. This is another reason for doing a September sort out, because it marks 8 years being here. We bought this place in October 2016. We didn't intend to be here very long, but there's so many really stupid things which I need to get onto, and unless I start digging into it and start doing little bits at the minute it just feels like a mammoth task. We're both very irritated about living here, so it's these little things that we've got to do. And like an example of it is like last night when people were making noise and I closed the window, and it doesn't stop any sound from the road coming into your bedroom. It just makes your room really warm. But to try and sort the fact that it was really noisy in there, we put tape on the windows when we first moved in. And now there's tape residue all over the windows. So that is something that I need to clean off. So it's things like that which are just jobs which I never get to. You know, you do your general cleaning and then you do other jobs and you now sort out a cupboard and the rest of it. But then things like that never get done. But if we're ever going to put this place, you know, sell this place in the next 2 years, stuff like that needs to happen. So if I can, you know, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to happen. Like I say, this might be a seasonal sort out, which goes into October and November. But it's things like that that I need to get to, and I'm determined to try and tackle it. So if you'd like to join me this month, I will be updating on a semi-regular basis with what I've actually achieved. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with my next update. Goodbye.